Number 4, solve the system of equations x minus 4y equals minus 4 and 3x plus y equals 1. Let's write down the equations underneath each other and line up the like variables. Now we have a choice of making both of these into a 3 or making both of these into a 4. And since this has a minus and a plus, let's do the 4 here. Now I said make both of these look like a 4. How would you know that? Well, if you had if you were talking about the least common multiple for this 4 and this 1, I like thinking about two fractions. If you had to make these into like fractions, you make both of these have a denominator of 4, wouldn't you? Least common denominator is 4. So that's how I'm coming up with a 4 for these two numbers. Alright? Now, we've already got a 4 here. So if you want to think, hey, take 1 times each of these things, that's fine. But you're not going to change the first equation. The first equation already has a 4. You can say take 1 times 4, but you still have your 4. Okay? The second equation now, we need 4 times this. Alright? So I need 4 times 3, 4 times 1, and 4 times 1 here. Okay? So we'll put a 4 on all three of these. 4 times 3 is 12x. 4 times 1 is 4y. And 4 times 1 is 4. Okay? So we're making these two look alike. Alright? So then when I add them together, I'm going to get 1x and 12x is 13x. And by coincidence, these cancel 2 to give me a 0 here. Okay? But the idea is we're getting rid of the y's. So I only have to think about what x is. Okay? You think 13x equals 0. 13x equals 0. Divide both sides of this equation by the coefficient of x, which is 13. That's going to give you x is 0 here. We know when x is 0, we're going to find out what y is here. Let's take one of these equations up here, one of these two equations, and let x be 0. Let's take our first equation here. Put 0 in for this x. Alright, 0 minus 4y is negative 4y. Then we can divide both sides by minus 4. We have negative 4y. Divide both sides by minus 4. And we'll get y over here, and we'll get negative 4 over negative 4 is 1. So the point where both of these intersect is when x is 0 and y is 1.